Children should be seen and not heard.
What?
Scrap that, I don't want them seen either. And neither do the family from this film. From 1987, this is Flowers in the Attic. I'm Jay Harangue and I've wasted hours of my life watching terrible films.
You should subscribe.
We start with this family who are ridiculously excited for their dad to come home from a business trip.
He loved us all, but Dad never let me forget that I was his favorite.
No, it's not that kind of film.
Good.
He's just giving her a gift. This horrible thing.
That doesn't look good.
It's a jewel box as well.
Oh, that's okay then. At an unspecified time later, the family are preparing for Dad's birthday when they see a car pull up on the drive. Right, back to the usual hiding place. Yeah, so he's dead. Right, let's meet the remaining family members. This is Kathy, she's the main character. Her older brother is Chris, and the younger twins are Carrie and Corey. Their mum, Corinne, has spunked all the family's money, so she's taking them to her parents' house. Kathy, who's wearing a rubbish hat, asks her mum why they've never met their grandparents before, and she's like, well, my parents disowned me years ago, but now we're piss poor, I need their money.
Your grandfather is dying, not expected to live much longer. I'm going to win back his love. I'll be the heiress to a fortune beyond your imagination.
What a wonderful life lesson for the kids. The bus they're on drops them a few miles from the house, so they're going to need to walk.
I don't want to walk at night. It's scary.
Fuck off. The next morning, they finally arrive at the house. They walk past this creepy guy staring at them from this tower, and only a fence stops them from being mauled by a pack of Alsatians. The house is incredible, but the younger kids think it looks haunted.
Good morning, John.
Very nice to meet you, John.
Oh, God. John is the grandparents' butler who's been with them for years. He shows them inside, and here's where we meet my favourite character, Grandma. Now, I thought I hated kids. This woman is next level, but more on that later.
Leave all the bags with John.
Hello, Mother.
And bring the children upstairs.
The kids are taken up a few staircases to the top floor and shown to their room. Now, time for the rules.
Boys will sleep in one bed, the girls in the other.
But I want to sleep with Corey, Mama.
Stop your whimpering, young lady, and listen to me. As long as you're in this house, you will abide by my rules. You will not yell or cry or run about.
And that's how you manage children. The kids are like, but Mommy! But Grandma's not taking any shit. Corinne's like, look, kid, she's not fucking about, so make sure you behave.
They will do precisely as I've instructed.
And when Grandma takes Corinne downstairs, they lock the door behind them. And there's no escape out of the window either. Later that night, Grandma brings them dinner on what looks like a modified wheelchair.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Be silent. Learn control. Never speak unless I ask you a question.
Then Grandma tells the kids why their mum was disowned all those years ago. Her and her husband disapproved of Corinne's marriage, but not just because they didn't like her late husband. No, it's because he was her uncle.
Excuse me?
Yeah, so that raises questions as to who the wrong uns are in this film.
Yep.
Kathy doesn't want to hear this, so she tries to run to her mum, but John's in the way. Grandma's like, get back to your bed and listen up.
Your grandfather will not be told that you are here. He has no idea that you even exist. No idea that you were ever born. I will spare him that final agony of shame.
When Grandma leaves, Corey can finally go for a shit, and Carrie says she wants to go home. Now let's find out how Corinne plans to win back her father's love. No, not like that. He's just going to watch while his wife whips her.
Are you serious?
Yeah, pretty standard family stuff. After that's finished, Corinne finally comes back upstairs to see the kids.
Mama, where have you been? Where have you been?
You will stop those children screaming this very moment. Get back here! No child that lives under this roof will disobey or scream or show defiance. Do you hear me?
If you're cruel to my children, I'll take them away tonight.
Take them now. Do you think I care?
Probably not. Grandma's like, Corinne, get your top off and show these little shits what happens when rules are disobeyed. When she shows them the whip marks, they're like, shit, we better not piss her off. When Grandma leaves, Corinne tells Chris and Kathy there's a secret staircase somewhere that leads to an attic where the twins can play. Then she leaves and locks the door behind her. After Grandma delivers the food the next morning,
I've listed the rules you're to follow as long as you live in my house and put them to memory.
when she leaves, the kids hunt for the stairs. Oh, here they are. When they go up to the attic, it's full of creepy old shit and has just one window with bars on it. But over time, Chris makes a ballet area for Kathy and a swing for the twins. And oh look, Kathy's found another rubbish hat. Weeks have passed now and Corinne's just stopped coming upstairs. The kids assume something horrible's happened to her, so they need to find a way to get past Grandma. Now, I'm not sure how old Chris is supposed to be in this, but the actor is 26, and I struggle to imagine he'd have much trouble getting past 3 pensioners. Grandad won't be any trouble, and however tough Grandma talks, she's still a 70-year-old woman. I can't see John being up to much either, but for plot purposes, there's no escape. Chris, however, does have a plan. One night he switches beds with Carrie, and in the morning when Grandma comes in, she's livid. To be honest, considering the family's history, I can see why she'd not be too keen on brother and sister bed sharing.
Good point.
No! Don't! No! My father gave that to me!
That's pushed Kathy over the edge, so she tells Chris they need to get out tonight. So later, she starts chipping away at the bars on the window. They manage to yank one out and make it to the roof with a massive rope that I assume just happened to be in the attic. Chris manages to get all the way down, but then the caretaker flicks the lights on, and the Alsatians come. So it's back up the rope, but oh no, it snaps and Chris is left hanging off the ledge. Oh, it's fine, he pulls himself up. The next morning, Corinne has finally come to see them again. Chris and Kathy are like, Mum, where the fuck have you been? And she's like, don't worry, your granddad's almost dead. We'll leave soon. Chris is like, oh, that's okay then. But Kathy's not convinced. Later, Grandma walks in on Chris talking to Kathy while she's in the bath. Chris tells her to piss off, but Grandma comes back later.
You are a sinner.
So now Kathy looks like something off Blade Runner. Where's the rubbish hat when you need it? As you're still watching, please do me a favor and press the like button. It really helps me out. Also, please consider joining my Patreon, where you can watch a load of my videos that aren't on YouTube. I try to do one Patreon exclusive video every month, and it's only $3 a month to join. So please go check it out. The link's in the description. Thanks. Right, back to the film. Over the next few weeks, Grandma stops feeding the kids, Corey becomes really sick, and Corinne's parents are setting her up with this guy. Chris has another plan to escape, and this time it's taking the hinges off the door with the hammer and chisel he has. Guessing they must have found those in the attic with the rope. He and Kathy get out and make their way downstairs to a room with a really nice bed in it.
This is Mother's room.
Kathy's like, what the fuck? We've been upstairs starving while Mum's been down here in this room with all these nice clothes. What a fucking slag. Chris is like, don't worry, I'm sure there's a good explanation for this.
Maybe.
On their way back upstairs, they see their granddad lying in bed. Chris is like, I think he might be dead. But in order to know for sure, we'll both need to get our heads right up against him. Why? No idea, but that's what's happening. So it's back up to the room. Kathy's like, look, Chris, let's forget about Mum. Take the twins and fuck off. But Chris is like, nah, Mum's all right. A few weeks later, Corinne comes up to see them. The kids are a bit like, ugh. And she's like, look, kids, I know you think I'm a cunt, but I've finally achieved what I set out to do. Grandad loves me again. Tonight he's throwing me a grand party, and tomorrow I'm getting written into the will. Chris is like, fuck off, Mum. We've not eaten for weeks. The twins are sick, and you come up here boasting about your party? Get to fuck.
Stop it! You have no right to talk to me like that!
She's like, I can see I'm not wanted up here anymore. See you later.
Okay, bye!
Later that night, Chris decides he wants to have a look at this party, so he and Kathy go downstairs. They watch through an air vent to see her mum getting engaged to that guy from earlier. The next morning, Grandma's back with some food, but Corey's now really sick, so she goes to get Corinne.
Corey needs to be taken to a hospital. There's no other decision to make. Don't you care what happens to him? Have you forgotten that you're his mother?
Always it's you.
Oh, if Corey dies, Mama, you'll pay for it.
So John takes Corey to hospital. Oh no, they're burying him in the woods, because he's dead.
Doctors did all they could. There won't be a funeral. He's already been buried.
No!
The The remaining kids find out later that the food they were given was laced with arsenic and that Mum wanted them all dead. Chris goes downstairs that night to see his mum and her new man talking about their wedding.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and that's happening tomorrow. So that's their opportunity to escape. The next day, Grandma brings up some cookies with extra arsenic, but the kids are nowhere to be seen. When they get downstairs, Kathy's like, we need to go and ruin the wedding. But Chris is like, no, let's just get out. But then they see their granddad's dead and their mum never came to get them. Chris finds a copy of the will and it says if it turns out she had kids with her uncle, she'll be disinherited. So they know now that her plan was to lock them away forever at best.
She never meant for us to leave that attic.
Correctamundo.
Downstairs,
Dearly beloved, family and friends.
well, some of them, oh no, they're here.
Mother! Who are you? Have you forgotten us already?
Who are you, children?
We're the children of the bride.
You know I don't have any children.
You kept us locked up in that attic.
It's not true. No.
Look at us, Mother. Here, Mother. Our wedding present to you. Go on. Eat it! Eat the cookie!
So she's dead. A narrow escape for this guy who could have ended up with 3 surprise stepchildren.
Yep.
So the kids leave the house and live the rest of their lives with horrid memories of their mother, their dad/great-uncle's death, and the traumatic summer they spent at Grandma's house. And that's the end of the film, so until next time. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and please consider joining my Patreon. There's a link in the description. Thank you.